We're in the Federated States of Micronesia now and exploring the island of Pohnpei. And just a reminder where we are. The airport is on that island over to the left, with the town of Colonia to the right, hiding behind those trees. Ah, there it is. It's absolutely pouring down today, and I'm kind of glad it is, because it's symbolic, because Pohnpei is supposed to be one of the wettest places in the world. We got a good day yesterday. As you wander around Colonia, there's evidence of its recent colonial history. There's a Spanish wall here, built around 1887, that at one stage used to protect a fort. Today it forms the boundary of the local baseball ground. And evidence of overseas assistance from China. And here's the Catholic bell tower built by the Germans in 1909. We'll just get out of the rain now and check out the back streets of Colonia. And all roads lead to the Protestant church. Gas is expensive by US standards, but at Australian dollar $2.20 a litre, it's not too bad. So we fill up, and with the weather clearing, we do a tour of the island. And there's lots to see. Roads still plenty wet, but they seem to dry quickly in the tropical heat. And the villages look a picture. Okay, first stop, and we're on the hunt for some rock art. Somewhere in that jungle. The rock art, known as petroglyphs, can be seen on this giant piece of basalt flow. The images are fading with Pohnpei's relentless rains, but it's still possible to see human figures, feet, hands, fishhooks, a boat, the sun and moon, and many shapes that look like daggers, but are probably canoe paddles or loom pegs. No one knows who or when these petroglyphs were created, but one thing's for sure, this sort of rock art is uncommon in the Micronesian islands. And now we head to Nan Madol, down this potholed road. This unpaved road, and this well-kept path at the back of someone's house. So let's just get straight to business. This is definitely the highlight of Pohnpei, if not all of Micronesia. But it does cost a bit to visit. But it is worth it. You'll see why soon. Just a little bit further to go through the mangrove trees. Welcome to Nan Madol. This place is sometimes referred to as the Venice of the Pacific, and is thought to have been constructed between 500 and 1500 AD. It consists of 92 separate islets covering some 90 hectares. Much of the ruins still remain in the form of enormous basalt logs assembled into walls and buildings. The best time to visit is at low tide, when the main ruins are easily accessible without a boat. Here I am approaching the main temple complex of Nan Madol. This place contains the tomb of the first ruler, which I suspect is this. And just check out these large wall structures. And the drone lets us see what's behind that wall. Let's go and explore. So what actually was Nan Madol, and why is it so special? Nan Madol was the capital during the Sodelur dynasty, which ruled from around the 1st-2nd century AD up to the early 1600s. It was also the centre for politics and religion, and included the residence and tombs of the royal family, servant quarters, a guest house for visitors, and separate islands for funerals and storage. Many of the details as to its construction remain a mystery, the big question being how these huge stones, some weighing more than 2 tons, were quarried, transported and finally assembled here. There is simply nothing quite like this in all of the Pacific. For a change of pace, we next visit Kepirohi Waterfall. It's a nice easy walk from the main road, not long in, and you can hear the waterfall in the distance. It's seriously so tempting to have a dip. It's so hot. But I resist the temptation. Next up, we visit the capital of the Federated States of Micronesia, Palikir. The Congress building, there doesn't seem to be a lot going on for a Wednesday, but we are here late in the afternoon. Okay, last visit of the day involves a hike up Soki's Ridge. It's not an easy hike, steep and muddy, but the effort is rewarded with some old Japanese World War II relics. First up is this coastal battery gun. Yikes. followed by a couple of anti-aircraft guns. Pohnpei itself was not a major World War II battleground. The Japanese surrendered without a fight in 1945. And how about this, back in the town of Colonia, a Japanese tank graveyard. There are about a dozen of these Type 95 light tanks lined up side by side. At the end of World War II, US forces ordered the Japanese to gather their military equipment for surrender and inspection. The tanks were lined up and never moved again. It's somewhat appropriate that the rain returns as we leave. But hey, it didn't stop us seeing a lot.
Micronesia.